Uncle Wayne says people never change. Or at least he did at dinner the other night. Not to pick on my Uncle Wayne, but ever since he said that, I've been thinking about it a lot. Do I really believe that? Do I believe that people don't change, especially after I've had 40 years to see some people have every opportunity to change and not? And what do we mean when we say that? I think a lot of times we say it out of frustration, like, oh, there goes so-and-so doing a so-and-so. Whether we mean that by personality, like extroversion, introversion, or we mean that in cycles, I think they're very different things. And if it's personality, well, I think I would posit, I don't think it's something that we should be looking to change in any case. Something I've come to understand in my brief 40 years of life is that the spiritual gurus might have had it right all along when they said that the point of life is to know thyself. I really do think that that's so much of what life really is about. Getting to know who you really are, bringing that to the forefront, and celebrating it. I think part of the reason that I pushed back on this for most of my life is that it seems so simple and straightforward, like, how could that be right? And why is it then that so many of us avoid doing it? For me, personally, the reluctance came from not wanting to see myself clearly in the first place. If I wasn't lovable from the beginning, if I was born into a situation where nobody loved me, then clearly I must not be worthy of love, and then to look and see myself clearly would be painful in the extreme. So I tried to build something else, to find some personality or to find some way in which to make other people love me that was anything but being myself. But as I stopped and I really did look at myself, I found the person underneath all the artifice, all of the attempts at passions, hobbies, personality traits, to be very lovable on his own. And the more that I did look at that person that I found underneath, the more that I dug in and the better I got to know him, the less I wanted to be anybody else. And the more that I realized I had changed, just maybe not in the ways that I'd always wanted when I got started. What I believe now is that digging in to better understand ourselves can reveal the root at the things that make us anxious, let's say. And by digging in to understand it better, we can undermine those things that do make us anxious and hold us back. And by becoming less anxious as a result, maybe self-sabotage a little bit less, and suddenly our lives are on an entirely different trajectory. So perhaps the goal isn't so much to change as it is to remove those things that kept us hidden from view so that we can see who it is we always really were. And in doing so, find a new strength that comes from being loved for who we are, for loving ourselves for who we are, or not at all. Thanks to Carrie, Reynolds, and all my patrons for being so supportive over the years as I have done that work to dig in and figure out who the heck I am. Done so very publicly over the years. If you'd like to join them in supporting my channel, please do so. This is also going to be probably your last chance to get into the credits for the book, which I'm going to be, it is going to be finalized here in the next few days, and hopefully I'll have something to show for it not too long after that. But I will be focused on that for a little bit. And I'll come back to the vlogging here in a week or so, I think. We'll see. But, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon.